let's one of the most common analysis after a model run that you would do is a select link analysis. All right, so let's get let's do a select link analysis, and let me walk you through that process. How you would go about that. So in Visum select link analysis, it's also called as flow bundle. So you can select a link or a series of link, and it will show you, Lord, from where the flow is coming on those links or a series of links, and from what origins and going to which destinations. And this is where you would find this. Yeah, and before we get to select link analysis, one thing to note here is, in the procedure sequence, let's open the procedure sequence here. Go back here. Let me open the 2015 base version file. So when we are doing assignments, and if we let me look at the general procedure settings here, and if you would look at the assignment settings here, for the storage of paths, it says do not save. So during a regular run, we are not saving any paths, and this is just to save some disk space, because if you save paths for every assignment, the version file might become very bulky. So just to save space, we're not saving paths. But in order to do select link analysis or the flow bundle analysis, the paths should be stored. So what you can do is you can simply go here and update this setting to save as routes, and then you can say okay, and then you can rerun assignment, and when you run assignment with that setting in place, it would save paths. And once you have the paths, you can do a select link analysis. Okay, and you don't have to remember all of this, how to which steps you should run to rerun assignment with the path storage settings turned on. Instead, you can load one of the pre-saved procedures. So you can go to the open procedure icon here, go to the procedure subdirectory, and then you can perform. You may want to perform select link analysis by different periods, right? So let's say if you want to do it for the AM period, you select that. You can say open, and then just say okay. It's just asking if the existing procedure can be replaced or not. And then it loads only the steps that are necessary to redo the AM period assignment with the path storage setting turned on. So you can load that procedure sequence file, and you can run this procedure, and it would do the assignment and save the paths. So I'm not going to do that right now, because it might take a few minutes for this procedure sequence to complete. But instead, I have pre-run this and stored paths in a version file. So we are going to look at that version file. So let me open that. And while that is opening, let's go back here. So we looked at that, how to open a pre-saved procedure parameter file for the required period. Okay, so and then once you have completed assignment with path storage turned on, you can go to graphics, and then it would give you links to certain visual tools, and select the flow bundle to do a flow bundle or a select link analysis. And then first step is to initialize. If there are any existing flow bundles out there, you can initialize them. And then this can be done both for PRT and PUT. PRT is the private transport or auto system, and PUT stands for public transport systems. And then you can select a network object as well. Most of the time you do it at the link level. And then once you have selected a link where you want to, on which you want to do the select link analysis, you can click on the play button right there, and it would produce flow bundles for you like this. And then you can change the bar settings if you want a different color, or anything. And then you can also change zone settings, because the flow bundles can be accessed at zone level too. So if you do that at the zone level, um, you can create a nice chart like this, where for the select analysis, it is also showing you where those trips, from which zone those trips are coming and where they are going to. So let's walk through these steps quickly in the version file that we just opened. Okay, so this has all the paths saved. So let's go to graphics and flow bundle. And then first step is to initialize any existing flow bundle. So you can click on this initialize button. And then now it's PRT, and we're looking at the link object. So you can expand this. Let's say this was like one of the congested links. So let's say we want to look at this, we select a link, and it would highlight it in a different color, the link that you have selected. And then after that, you can say execute, and it would start calculating the flow bundles. All right, and at this point, it would show you, from where the flows are coming onto this link. And if you want to configure this view in any way, you can go to links layer and go to graphic parameters, and then you can go to bars. And so here you can see we are displaying the volume flow bundle. So if you want to do a classified bar, you can go ahead and do that and change the settings here. So if you want to update your display in any way, this is where you would want to come. And then let's say you want to add the zone origins and zone destinations as well. So let's turn on the zone layer. And because I loaded a previously saved file, this was already turned on. But let's say if you want to do it from scratch, you go to zone layer, go to edit graphic parameters, and then go to chart. So within zone, you have display table, and then go to chart, and then make sure the draw chart box is ticked, and then select pie chart. And here you can come and let me just expand this a little bit. So it is showing you origin traffic flow bundle and destination traffic flow bundle, and you can choose a different color if you want. And once you say okay, you would see a display like this. So just to make it a little more clear, let me close the zone polygon. So again, let's go to edit graphic parameters here, and you can check off this box which says draw polygon, and you can preview it. And if it looks good, you can say okay. So it's very easy to do select link analysis. But if you can also select load a pre-saved visual settings for select link analysis. So in your model setup, if you go inside graphics, you would see select link highway.gpa, and you can simply drag and drop that file here, and you can say okay, and it would load the same visual settings for you. It also adds you know a legend which shows what exactly the bars and everything represent. Okay, so that was all about select link analysis. You can do a similar analysis for um, public transit as well. So let's quickly look at that. Let me, if you want to, um, you can click the initialize if you want to do a different select link analysis, and it would just erase off everything. And next time, since we want to do a public transit flow bundle, click on the PUT option here, checkbox. And then let's say we select this link this time. And then again, just click on the execute button, and then it would show you um, the select link analysis for public transit using this link. And in this case also, let's say if you want to look at origin and destinations, we do have a saved transit select link GPA file. So select link transit zone.gpa. Let's load this file. I can say okay. And sometimes, when you load a GPA file, because of the settings that were saved, it may, initialize the flow bundle. So, you can redo that pretty quickly. And yes, so, now this is showing you the origins and destinations also. And if there are zones where both trips are originating and departing, then the pie chart would, let's say this zone, it would show you the the split of the trips based on how many are origins and how many are destinations. You can also do this at the stop level for a public transit. So let's load select link transit stops.gpa. I can say okay. It again initialized it. So let's quickly redo it. Yeah. So now in this case, all these blue ones are origins, and the orange ones are destinations, or boardings and alighting. So this is at the stop level. So it is showing which stops contribute the most to public transit flow on this link. All right, so these are like some great tools and features to explore model outputs. So let's go back here and